Okay, I'm going to show you how to change the differential oil on a 1984 Porsche 928S. Most of them are pretty similar, probably all the same actually. So anyway, this is a good starting point to watch this video. First of all, put the car up on ramps or jack it up and put it on stands so that you can get to the differential. I've already made an attempt to do this before and failed, and I'll tell you why. Right here, up top here, right there, is the fill plug. There is the drain plug. This drain plug is previously stripped. So I've tried and I cannot get it out. So the alternative is the hard and long way. And that is with this tool right here. It's the pump. Because a lot of cars don't have a drain plug in a diff anyway, you gotta pump it out / siphon it out. So that's what I'm gonna do. First of all, I will take off this plug because this one won't come out. Before you undo that plug, oil will spill out, so make sure you got a drip tray or whatever you're gonna catch it with, or just be prepared for the oil to go right underneath, because it is full enough that it's going to come out that top plug as well. Okay, well, it didn't drip out this time, but it did last time I had it out. So then you take the end of this thing, stick it in there, and get it right to the bottom if you can. And then take the other end of it and start pumping. Take a little while to get started, usually. Takes patience. This is going to take a while. This is the long and slow and boring way to do it. Okay, it looks like we got as much as I can get out. Obviously there is going to be a little bit that's sitting in the bottom of the diff that you can't get out, but that's not too big of a deal. Just get as much of it out as you can by making sure you feel that hitting the bottom, and then it's out. Okay, so once you got it out, you want to get this thing in all the lines clear from all the old oil. Just get it empty. And by the way, you can buy these things here in Canada for about $5 at Canadian Tire. So wherever you are in the world, I'm sure they're pretty cheap. They're just plastic, a little diaphragm valve in there. So next up, we want to put oil back in, and just pick a good quality synthetic 70. For the 928s, you want to use a 75/90 weight oil, gear oil. Synthetic is best, and in this case I'm using Castrol Syntec, fairly well-known brand here in Canada anyway, probably internationally as well, and it's a good quality, so that will do. You need about 3 quarts of this, or 3 liters. And to put it back in, I'm just doing the reverse. I've got the intake end on that side, and the output I'm just going to be putting up right inside where I pulled it out of. Make sure it's in there and start pumping. You just keep pumping it in until it basically overflows out of that plug, then you're full. And there you go, filled it to the point that it's actually dripping out. So all I got to do is put the plug back in. So just tighten it up. First of all, get it finger tight. Now just tighten it up nice and snug. You don't have to tighten this too much. You don't want to over tighten it. Otherwise it'll end up getting stripped like the bottom one did. It's not a strength bearing bolt. It's just a plug. So it just needs to be done up nice and snug. So once you got that tightened up, there's going to be some oil that's dripped all over it. Take a rag and wipe it off if you want to. You don't really have to, but it's a good way of keeping things clean. Anyway, I'm not going to show you that. I'm sure you know how to wipe off oil. And that's it. So once it's done, all you got to do is take it off the ramps, pack up your tools, and you're good to go. Simple as that. Changing the oil on a differential that's attached to the transaxle of a Porsche 928.